Hello, I'm Shea Tillman, Associate Professor in the School of Industrial and Graphic Design at Auburn University. I want to share with you some research I've been working on, focused on corporate brand language and how it's managed, specifically that at IBM. The decades following World War II ushered in an era of unprecedented growth for IBM, as innovations in data processing and transistor-based electronics transformed the company into a multi-billion-dollar giant. Thomas J. Watson Jr., president of IBM, sought to elevate the company's image as a technologically advanced organization by hiring world-renowned design consultants, Elliott Noyce, Paul Rand, and Charles and Ray Eames. While Noyce oversaw efforts in product design, Rand focused on developing a comprehensive approach for visual communications, including the now iconic IBM logo. The Eames office focused on exhibitions and educational films. These signature consultants would become the last word on all IBM strategic design decisions and heavily influenced the staff designers that worked with them. This research has really involved getting to know these staff designers, and they live all over the world. As IBM was a global company, they have moved all over the world and now are retired. And they were involved in both the products, the graphics, the photography, and all aspects of IBM in their design centers. John Stram, who lives in Kansas City, Missouri, was an industrial designer and design manager and was based in the Boulder office and in the Poughkeepsie office at one point. One of the great pleasures I've had is working with these designers in some cases to digitize their portfolio, to essentially bring their portfolio back to life. Such that it can be easily presented today. Sometimes this is in 35mm slides or other flat work. Tom Hardy, one of our own alumni here at Auburn University, has also been great in meeting with us. He was an industrial designer and a manager and worked his way up through the IBM system such that he was head of corporate design in Auburn, New York by the time he finished. And a great person to get to know here as an Auburn graduate. Roger Huey was a staff photographer and later a consultant photographer in the Boulder Design Center. Gave me a lot of insight about some of the graphic work that was going on there. And Tom Bloom, one of the graphic designers and later the program manager of graphic design operations, was also based in the Boulder office, lives today in Vernamiche, Switzerland, and has been very generous with his time and efforts. And it's been really great to get to meet these men and get to know them and hear the stories about their work. While this research has been fun to conduct, the reality is that unless we bring it back to our students, it's not of much use to just ourselves. And so one of the things that's been great about this research is bringing these designers to Auburn to teach our students. And this has resulted in both John Stram coming to Auburn and visiting and doing his lecture with the students, as well as Tom Hardy, really sharing their work experiences, and how they approached visual vocabulary within the IBM company. It's just been a fantastic opportunity to do that. As a part of that, we've also been able to publish some articles on that and even posted one of their lectures online community. In addition, they have donated some really beautiful pieces of work. Between their donations and faculty acquisitions, Auburn has now quite a collection of IBM packaging, products, prototypes. Some of these are one-off prototypes that really tell the story of the development of their design and again support that. As part of that, we've also created an exhibition that is in Wallace each spring that showcases some of these products and again some of the graphics and packaging that were done during this time. As part of this collection, John Stram and Tom Bloom also donated over 100 original silkscreen posters designed at IBM as internal communications from that era. We then curated this collection down and exhibited it in the Jewel Collins Smith Museum of Art in an exhibition called Visual Memoranda in 2018. This exhibition showcased about 26 of these posters and is scheduled for future shows in New York and in Atlanta. There's also a publication in process. Also, it was picked up by Print Magazine, Brand New, and Fast Company. In addition to the exhibitions, we've been working with IBM corporate archives in New York to actually digitally enhance and restore these for their archive. So 600 DPI resolution scans have been done. Each one of these has been photoshopped and developed to bring it back to kind of its original state and to really replicate the inks and the processes as close as possible to the original and showcase this within corporate archives. And we're continuing to work with them on how we might be able to exhibit them within their space. The work accomplished by these designers in developing and executing the corporate design language of IBM is really best of era and really an exemplar of mid-century modernism. And it's being used today at Auburn both to teach our students but also to give back to the profession.